Anybody read the history of the election of 1800? So the first ideological war in American history. Now, this was not really a democracy. Almost every state had property restrictions on white males. Of course, women and non-whites could not vote. It was a very small electorate in a very small country. What Thomas Jefferson's people and John Adams' people had to say about each other, believe me, Donald Trump hasn't touched the surface of the diatribes, the foul, vulgar, obscene language used by these now revered great founding father statesmen of our history. 1824, 1828, the rise of Andrew Jackson, populism, similar kind of phenomenon. And by the way, there were no independent newspapers. Newspapers were entirely instruments for political and commercial advantage. The notion of something like a newspaper of record was inconceivable. So we kind of, no, again, I don't want to get too cheery here. We got out of that all by way of the worst war, by far, worse than all cumulative wars Americans have ever fought against each other, right? And then it took another 100 years to actually take seriously what that war was supposed to be about. So, but I think it does help to get context, to understand the kinds of context as economic, financial, technological forces spill over into the political realm. And go back and look, as Harold James did with the first great globalization and what happened to that. Go back and look at how people, societies, cultures have evolved in response to these episodic but overwhelming challenges.